Neil Sedaka was born on March 13, 1939, in Brooklyn, New York, into a hard-working immigrant family whose dedication and discipline quietly shaped the foundation of his future success. And from the earliest years of his childhood it became clear that he possessed an extraordinary connection to music, a gift that his mother recognized and nurtured with determination, even making financial sacrifices to purchase a piano so that her son's talent could flourish. By the age of 8, he had already demonstrated such remarkable promise that he was accepted into the prestigious Juilliard School of Music's preparatory division, where he immersed himself in classical studies, mastering complex compositions, developing flawless technique, and gaining a deep understanding of musical structure, harmony, and orchestration. Yet despite this classical upbringing, the vibrant cultural wave of 1950s rock and roll captured his imagination and ignited a desire to create music that resonated directly with young audiences, leading him as a teenager to co-found the Tokens and step into the rapidly expanding world of popular music, where he would soon meet lyricist Howard Greenfield, forming a partnership that would become one of the most fruitful songwriting collaborations of the era, producing emotionally resonant and melodically infectious songs that showcase Sedaka's rare ability to blend classical sophistication with pop accessibility. By the late 1950s, his solo career exploded onto the international stage with a string of unforgettable hits including Oh, Carol, Calendar Girl, Happy Birthday Sweet 16, and the upbeat version of Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, each song driven by his signature piano style, heartfelt delivery, and irresistible hooks, transforming him into one of the defining teen idols of the early 1960s, adored by millions, dominating radio charts, appearing on major television programs, and touring globally as part of the golden age of American pop. Yet just as quickly as fame arrived, it faced a dramatic challenge when the British invasion in 1964, spearheaded by bands like the Beatles, revolutionized musical tastes and pushed many American pop stars out of the spotlight, causing Sedaka's chart success to decline and placing him at a crossroads where many artists would have quietly disappeared from the industry. However, what separates Neil Sedaka from countless forgotten stars of his generation is his refusal to surrender to changing trends, choosing instead to reinvent himself by relocating to the United Kingdom, where he found a receptive audience, collaborated with innovative producers, experimented with more mature lyrical themes, and refined his sound to align with the evolving landscape of 1970s pop and soft rock, patiently rebuilding his career behind the scenes until he achieved one of the most extraordinary comebacks in modern music history with the release of Laughter in the Rain, a sophisticated and emotionally rich hit that returned him to the top of the American charts, followed by a dramatically reimagined slow ballad version of Breaking Up Is Hard to Do, proving his artistic growth and ability to reinterpret his own work for a new era. While his songwriting brilliance extended beyond his own performances through compositions such as Love Will Keep Us Together, which became a massive global success for Captain and Tenel and introduced his melodic genius to yet another generation of listeners. Throughout the decades that followed, Sedaka continued recording albums, writing for other artists, performing with orchestras, and touring internationally, maintaining a loyal fan base that spanned continents and generations, earning recognition not merely as a nostalgic figure from the 1960s, but as a resilient, adaptable, and technically accomplished musician whose career defied the typical lifespan of pop stardom. And while the music industry evolved through disco, punk, new wave, and digital revolutions, he remained a constant presence, proving that timeless melodies and genuine artistry can survive even the most unpredictable shifts in cultural taste. Beyond the spotlight, he maintained a stable and devoted family life, marrying Liba Strasberg in 1962 and balancing the pressures of fame with personal integrity, embodying the image of a disciplined professional who valued craft over controversy. And as the years progressed, his influence became increasingly evident in the way future generations of singer-songwriters approached piano-driven pop music, blending emotional sincerity with technical precision. Ultimately, Neil Sedaka's life story is not simply the tale of a teen idol who rose to fame and enjoyed a nostalgic revival, but rather a profound narrative of perseverance, reinvention, and artistic longevity, a journey that carried him from the disciplined halls of classical training to the dazzling heights of 1960s superstardom, through the harsh decline brought by shifting musical trends, and back to triumphant chart-topping success in the 1970s and beyond, securing his legacy as one of the rare artists in popular music history who successfully conquered multiple eras, proving beyond doubt that true talent, unwavering determination, and the courage to evolve can transform temporary fame into an enduring and timeless legacy. Ple musical eras, demonstrating that when exceptional talent is combined with perseverance, adaptability, and belief in one's craft, the music does not simply survive changing times, it transcends them, continuing to inspire audiences across generations and ensuring that his songs remain woven into the timeless fabric of popular music history. Melodies continue to echo across decades, and that his legacy remains firmly embedded in the timeless fabric of global pop music.